Now, let's say that you started playing Pirate101 and you decided to buy a new companion, but you don't know which one to buy. Well, I'm here to show you 10 useful companions that you can get by paying, and they're really useful for either PvP or PvE. Let's go. So in 10th place, there's the Serpent from Aquila, that witch doctors get it for free, but if you're any other class except for witch doctors, you have to pay in order to have this companion. Reasons why you should get her: she has Morn Song, which is an unlimited range magic attack, which means it's not gonna trigger any ability like First Strike, Riposte, or even Vengeance Strike. You definitely need Old Scratch to help her, but the mojo will affect her even in range. You do need to keep in notice that it must be visible. I would say she's most useful when you have to defeat one boss, or when you're like helping your low level friend and it's like a big range battle. So she can do a great amount of damage with the Morn Song, but after you use Morn Song, she's pretty useless with low health, low accuracy, low dodge, low weapon power. So the setup I gave her is improved Mojo Blast 2, because this will affect the whole area. So even after using Morn Song, she can maybe useful attacking more than one enemy at a time, and maybe she can attack twice with Mojo Echo with 35% chance. So since we're using her only for specific situations like killing a boss, I gave her all the spooky, because that boosts the amount of damage the Morn Song does. It's really useful. So in 9th place, we have Doctrinal, which is another witch doctor companion, but again, he's not the kind of companion you're gonna use with you all the time. And a good observation is, if you're a witch doctor, you should not buy this companion, because he's gonna be a shifter for either Mormol or the Shark. He's the only companion that a non-witch doctor can get that gives you the Jubu's Embrace ability. So this is how I set it up. It will give you an evil eye, but this is the main reason that we're gonna use this companion. So with the Serpent, we would have a single attack at range, an infinite range, and this guy, there's also a specific moment that you're gonna use him. So if you're doing Tower of Mu Manchu, for example, and you have a whole team with Old Scratch, if you use this guy and on the second round with all the 100% mojo on him, these do a great amount of damage in 9 enemies, and also regain health from him. The talents are pretty bad. This is a setup I gave to him, so we're not using him for talents. And Relentless and Blaze Star may be considered amazing talents, but we hardly are gonna use him to be active attacking. We're gonna use him to powers. So again, you're not gonna use him all the time with you. You're only going to use him in a group battle like Tower of Mumenchu or even Kane battle, when everybody has a scratch and you can use this ability, which is really useful. The next one from our list is Hoodoo Cornelius, but this guy, you can get him through a bundle, which is the Hoodoo bundle. So here you can see how I set it up. He's the only companion in the game that has the ability Go Bananas, which is another name for a Heckless Frenzy, and pretty much this will make him hit infinite times until he fizzles, and even be more useful if you mix this ability with a companion like El Toro, which can give him more accuracy. Reasons why you should get this companion is it's really good for farming, especially farming in low level worlds. So like if you're going to farm for the Captain Blood, use him to help you to farm, because in low level worlds they're gonna have low dodge, which is more likely to make this power works. So make sure to shield him with as many shields as you can, And make sure you place him in a place that he can hit at least 3 enemies, and it can be really useful. The next one in our list is the Troggy that you can get by defeating the boss in Sacrifice Cave in Skull Island 25 times. Once you do that, it's gonna be available for you to buy it on Crown Shop. This companion can jump. So jump is really good if you're doing a fight in a place where there's a lot of obstacles and it's kind of hard to reach the opponent if the opponent is a range opponent. So this is really good for those cases. He also has a decent amount of abilities. Also the only companion that have Mojo Rising and Mojo Echo 2 each one. It also comes with the Assassin's Mist, which is boosted by Mojo and by the fact that this companion is a witch doctor. It will receive Mojo at range from scratch. It's a pretty good companion to have with you, especially in obstacle battles. You can easily reach wherever you want, or jumping on chips. Lemba Musco is the next one in our list. It's the best companion that you can get from the Tribal Crew pack. So first thing, this companion has the big guns, which is an unlimited range multi-attack hit. So regardless if it's visible or not, this is an ability that will attack. If you boost it with Old Scrat Mojo, this deals a great amount of damage for unlimited range. And enemy's team, these will put some traps that also do a decent amount of damage. But you do need to keep in mind that this companion is a musketeer. It's a agility based companion, and by this fact it's not gonna receive Mojo at range as witch doctors or privateer companions. So in order to give this companion Mojo, you must place it close to your Old Scratch. The second reason why you should get this companion is because it's musketeer counter, so I gave him True Grit 3, which is gonna stun the enemy and take all the talents the enemy has for that round. So you see he has 7 epic abilities, which is pretty amazing, and also have an amazing power, which is the big guns. It's the only companion in the game that have the big guns. I usually only use him against musketeers, and being a musketeer also give him the most amount of accuracy compared to any other class. Next one in our list is Handsome Dog. So Handsome Dog is what we can call a tank companion. It's a privateer companion, which means it has the most amount of health compared to any other class. It comes also with a heal and a pirate, so if you ever walk to a enemy ship, you're gonna have more damage. The good thing about this guy is it's pretty good at defending, so with Repair Warders 3, it will take the enemy's accuracy regardless of the class of the enemy. If they ever touch this guy, they're gonna lose accuracy, which is gonna make him less likely to receive hits and more likely to be alive. It also is very good at attacking with Relentless 2 and Bladestorm 2. Also comes with a heal, and by being wheel-based privateer, he will receive Mojo at range and can heal either himself or you. So it's pretty useful if you are a skull that don't have any kind of heal, like a buccaneer or a swashbuckler. It's gonna take the enemy's accuracy, which is gonna make them more likely to be fizzling, and by fizzling, if you have a companion with riposte, it will trigger easily. So it's pretty good at tanking, good amount of health, fair amount of damage, up to 10 hits per round, plus a heal. So this guy comes with a bundle that you can buy on Pirate101's website. Next one is this amazing guy, which is called Haywire Musketeer. Haywire Musketeer is currently the only companion that can have Overwatch 5. Overwatch 5 will knock the enemy back whenever they're getting close to you, which means if this companion never fizzles, which is really possible since it's a musketeer and has the most amount of accuracy, so Overwatch 5 will protect you against melee units that get too close to you. It also comes with 3 guarantee attacks, Haywire Shot, and this can also knock back not only one square but maybe 2 or 3, it depends. So if you are a range player like a witch doctor or even a musketeer and you don't want the enemy to get too close to you, this is the greatest companion you can ever have. You can also boost it to make sure it's not gonna fizzle with El Toro or with Wu-Tang. That's gonna give him more accuracy. It's amazing. I'd say it helps on PvP too, depending on your class. But it does great amount of damage and prevents the enemy to get too close to you. Also prevent against charges, which is super amazing, especially if you're questing on Valencia. And of course, that Goronado would be in our list. So Goronado is an amazing Buccaneer companion that you can have by defeating Gortez 25 times. It's the last boss when you're main questing on Skull Island. So Goronado, as the Troggy, he has the ability to jump, is one of the 2 only companions that you can have in the game that has a charge if you're not a Buccaneer. So if you're a Buccaneer, you have Peter Quint and Barnabas that have a charge, but even the Crown Shop version of them don't come with a charge. So the only companion you can have with a charge, which allow you to walk 2 times the amount of squares that you normally have, is Coronado. There's also another one, which is this guy that has a might charge, but it comes with no talent. This is a Christmas companion. Coronado has 6 talents, 6 epic abilities, which is fair. Normally the good ones have 7, but this also is good because if you mix Vicious Charge with jumping, it allows you to go anywhere pretty much without obstacles. You can do some chips, and it also comes with this hit up to 8 enemies if you're in the middle of them. So this is the setup I gave him. Blade Storm, of course, and Relentless mixing with the charge does great amount of damage. Plus, against melee units, you have Vengeance Strike. If you're using him on PvP, take 1 Blade Storm and give Vengeance Strike 3. But in general, it has a great amount of weapon power, great amount of health, does great amount of damage, have a great amount of range. So in general, this is a very good companion that you can have. In second place, of course, we have Bar. So Bar is, in my opinion, I would say it's tied with the first place of this video. He also comes with 3 guarantee attacks at range that debuff the enemy accuracy and dodge. This is boosted by Mojo. If you have Old Scratch in the team with this guy, it's gonna boost this. It comes also with Turn the Time 3, which will also give you 25% dodge when your health is below 50%. But not only that, this companion has 2 powerful summons. Each one of these guys have 3 epic abilities. They use guarantee attacks. So let's see what we have here. We have Vengeance Strike 3, Blade Storm 2, Relentless 2, Turn the Time 3. 2 powerful summons, and 3 guarantee attacks. So great amount of health, great amount of weapon power. I can't tell how amazing this guy is, although it comes in a pack and there's a chance to get it. Bar definitely would say it's super high in terms of companions in this game. I would say it's the best in my opinion, or maybe one of the best, right? So let's go for the number 1. I know that a lot of people already knew that in the first place we go to Nausicaa. Regardless if you're playing PvP or PvE, Nausicaa will help you on both cases. She has 3 guaranteed critical attacks: Epic, Mega, and Super Strike. She also comes with a shooting charge, so she has an amazing amount of damage, an amazing accuracy, which is really important when we're talking about a lot of abilities. The negative point I would say is that she only has 6, but she does have burst fire and double tap, and since she has guaranteed attacks that are criticals, they're gonna trigger double tap, and by double tap you can trigger burst fire, and these abilities will not trigger riposte, first strike, or vengeance strike, although it will trigger true grit. If you give her double tap 3, it will not trigger quick draw. 3 guarantee attacks, 1 charge. She has the most base movement in the game compared to any other companion. The bad point, again, comes with the pack, $40. She also has True Grit, so if you want to set her for PvP against shooters, you can give her True Grit 3. So in general, Nausicaa is currently what I think one of the best companions. With Bar, I'd say they're tied in the first place. I would just use her because of the accuracy. She's less likely to miss an attack, so it's really amazing to have her regardless PvP or PvE, but I still think she ties with Bar for somehow, because he has all these abilities and she has the movement and the accuracy. So I hope you guys enjoying the videos. I hope these informations are useful for you, and don't forget to like the video if the informations here helped you.